guys.
Hi everyone.
Lonnie,
Abby
here, introducing our friend Suzy.
Hello.
Today we are going to be discussing some ghost stuff with you. You will notice that this is not Inias. He is following a trail right now on this angel named Castiel, who's one of his old buddies, and who we will talk
Explain that later.
in depth later. It is always a pleasure. And she asked us for some help for something. We kind of owe her a favor, or
five.
all of them.
And I always go.
She does. It's so true. And so Inias went on to check out this later in cast, and we have stayed behind to help Suzy with what turns out to be a ghost problem. Okay. And so this ghost happens to be out in the woods, and Suzy just doesn't quite agree with the woods.
I do not do woods.
She does not do woods.
Woods have nature. I don't like nature.
We are going to be helping the wonderful, beautiful Suzy to take care of her ghost problem, which is in a campsite about half a mile from this hotel.
Also do not do games.
So anyway, we're going to keep going. So it's a campsite about half a mile from here. And so we have agreed to go take a look at it. This ghost thing has killed about 3 people. We don't know too much about it yet, so we're about to pop on the internet, do a little bit more searching, and we just thought we would go on and tell you all about ghosts since they're going to be a really common problem for people. So, for starters, we're going to get to our campsite, okay? We're going to go into the house. And there are a couple of key things we're going to look for. We're going to look for sudden changes in temperature. It's going to get really cold, right? It could be just in a certain spot. It could be the entire room. You personally may get cold, and nobody around you will. Your breath will turn. You'll be able to fog it up and see it, even if it's normally 90 degrees outside. It's weird when it happens. It's really weird. So you will look for these cold spots, and you'll also have something called an EMF reader, okay? It's called an electromagnetic field reader. And so ghosts are mostly electrical impulses because they're usually an imprint on whatever the human was doing at the time of their death or an important event or whatever. And so we're going to teach you how to build an EMF reader later in another video, but all of our equipment's already in the car. We didn't really want to bring it out, so we're just going to do the thing. EMF reader will make a little when you get closer to it. So, when you get to your ghost, we are going to start you off with some salt. Take it away, Abs.
Okay. So, we use salt with ghosts. It protects you from the ghosts. They cannot cross salt lines. So the best thing to do to protect yourself and others is to draw a circle with salt. And if you do that, do not leave the circle ever. If you do, it's your fault.
It's your fault. We will let you die if you leave the circle. Do not try to run. Do not get out of the. Do not try to make a break for it. Literally stay in it.
Stay in the circle.
Literally stay in the circle. Also, if you throw salt onto ghosts,
it'll dissipate.
It'll dissipate. Not destroy it. Just dissipate.
So along that vein too, iron, like pokers and whatever that is, pointed is made of iron. So iron will also dissipate the ghost. It will not destroy it, but it will buy you between 1 and 2 seconds. It's just enough to either get across the room, get back in your salt circle, or it'll buy you time in order to go salt and burn the bones of the ghost. So leading into that, Speaking of salt and burning, so once you find the body of a ghost, you salt the bones, and that purifies them. And then after that, you burn the bones. Hence the name, salt and burn. Yes, with fire. And if you do that, the fire destroys all traces of the body, the DNA, all that kind of stuff that ties the ghost to this plane. So therefore, the ghost is taken care of. If, however, the body's already been cremated, or there is no body or grave,
you can't find it doesn't exist, We've run into a couple of those.
We've run into that.
too.
So if that comes out and that's a problem, that means the ghost is attached to an object, usually something very important to it during its lifetime, or
Like a
something
necklace,
with DNA.
jewelry, a
So
ring,
find that,
an old flask,
something like that.
jewelry, something like that.
Burn it. You're done. Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. If you are not done at that point, you may have gotten the wrong body, which does happen.
Which sucks.
And
By the
sucks
way.
on like lots of levels.
That's why research is so important.
And so if it's not the wrong body and the ghost is still not taken care of, you'll have something totally else on your hands that we are not getting into in this video.
We're not touching that,
So good luck.
And
so iron, salt,
stay in the circle.
burn it, stay in the circle.